What is up, everybody? What's going on? How we doing? How are we doing? Um, what's going on? I want a big. What's up, Mr. Blue Baby? My notification finally came through. Nice. What's up? What's up? That's Nasir. What's up with the live, brother? Just gonna talk some boxing. My moon. What's up? Freestyles. That's right. And a big announcement. I just hit 10K subscribers here in YouTube. 10K. And I want to say I built all that. I built nine K of those in the past, I want to say 3 or 4 months. So stop motion. All hail the MB Trivia Champion. Stop motion. The champion who will defend his title later with boxing trivia. Will defend his title later. What's up, Harvey? What's poppin'? Congrats on the 10K. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, man, just hit 10K today. 10K. Now I know it's not 100K, it's not a million like some people got, but it'll get there. It just takes time. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the ground. Yep. Of course. Yep. I'm excited. Um, that's a big one. It's hard to build on YouTube. I got a lot of followers on Instagram, but I get more views on Instagram. But I get more views for not reels. They're reels there. Shorts, reels. It's shorts here. It's reels there. Uh, what up, Jonathan? Trivia champion better not play the judges this time. So here's what I'm gonna add to the trivia challenge. Though I'm gonna do a 5 second limit because I feel like with under 5 seconds, it's enough to type it if you know it, but not enough to probably search it. So we'll do that. So I announce it. I give 5 seconds after I say go, and then boom, and then I stop it. And whoever's in there has participated. You know what I'm saying? That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. Did you guys see uh, Garcia talking about biting Haney's ears? Did you guys see that? He put up a post. It seems like he's joking, but can't tell. What do you guys think of that? It's like, oh, I'll bite both ears off or something. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. Nah, at least 10. 10 seconds? Okay, fine. Let's do 10 seconds. 10 seconds is enough to Google it, but whatever. Okay, let's do 10. 10 seconds is good because you got to think for a second. You guys are fight fans, so you should have the same mentality as a fighter. And a fighter would never want to cheat. Fighter wants to win because they know they won. That's why the whole steroids thing. I never understood that. Like as a fighter, I would never want to be somebody and know that I cheated. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Seth? Ryan on coke, possibly. Garcia doing too much. I don't know if it's promo or going crazy. It's probably a mix of both. I'd say 70-30. 70 having a mental experience and 30 promoting. That's my guess. Ryan Wild calling him Devil Haney. Really? I mean, you guys remember that racist shit that his pop said? Um, what the talking about his hair, nappy hair. That was like I talk like I'm obviously white and I don't know the rules, but I'm pretty sure Mexicans can't say that. I know like a Puerto Rican or a Dominican because they got a lot of black blood in them. Maybe they could say it, but I'm almost sure Mexicans cannot go around and talk about nappy hair for black people. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I know I wouldn't say that shit. I got Devin Haney, Fury. I got Devin Haney, Fury, and Davis winning by decision. Okay. Yes, yes, and yes. I agree with all that. Not decision though. I think Fury and Javante stop their opponents. I think Devin will win by decision. Um, that dude, but good, but good. Guess. Let me make my moon. Well, I'm gonna wrench you up too. Give me a second here. I got to go into my shit now. I gotta stop cursing. Sorry. You curse, it could possibly affect your visibility because apparently they pick up cursing on this thing, which is wild to me. But all right, moderator, boom. All yeah, so um, I try not to curse for those reasons. We got people coming in, coming out. So we're doing a freestyle. What we got, fellas? Talk to me. Talk to me. You think Devin gonna ever move up to 54? Absolutely. He's talking about 60 already. He's already talking about 60. He even got his toes wet at 47. He's talking about 60. So 54 is, unless he skips it. What's up, Platt boys? Nobody giving Frank a chance. Nah. I mean, do you? Platt, do you give him a chance? I don't. Well, let me rephrase. Any fighter has a chance. We're talking about percentage chance. Anything that's over 40%, in my opinion, is a decent chance. Anything under 40, 30, 20, not a good chance. I give Frank a 30, 20% chance. Mexican G, 75% Mex, 25% honky like me. Bill Haney started making fun of Ryan's dad hair. I heard, but you think that's okay? I mean, one of my black friends said they're making a big deal out of it. It's not bad. Some of my other black friends were like, yeah, that's not. Like, from my, like, I grew up in an all black and Puerto Rican neighborhood, right? And when you start calling, whenever somebody who's not black or have black blood in them and they refer to a black person's hair as nappy, that's always been offensive. Granted, now people get way more offended at stuff, but even back in the day, it was still kind of like not a nice thing. It was a kind of like, we're gonna fight. You say that. That's from my experience, but everybody's different where they grew up and stuff. Other than all that, what up, champ? Hope everything's good your way. Chillin', man. Chillin'. Mr. Glue, baby. Going off topic, but why nobody like Rolly? Well, who's nobody? Who doesn't like him? He says rude things to fighters to build up his fights and to try and drum up interest in himself and to get bigger paydays and to promote himself. His tactic, Ryan's is going nuts now. Rolly's is just making fun of other fighters. You know, Tank has T-Rex arms, his DICK is bigger than Tank's arms. So that's why people don't like him, because his way of promoting is insulting other people. Hassan Rahman Jr. fighting. Yeah, Hassan's, I don't know if you guys know this, but I've known Hassan since he was a baby. Hassan Sr., we started in the amateurs together, his father, so I'm mad close with him. So yeah, I always keep a close eye on the Rockmans. I love Rolly. Yeah, I like it too. I think it's entertaining. I've talked with him before. I've messaged with him. He's smart. He's not stupid. There's a method to his madness. He knows what he's doing, is my point. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like a big deal to me. I've mostly heard that insult come from black people making fun of other. Yeah, right. Exactly. But when a white person says it, or a European or whatever. Alexi, what's up? You got a Tank profile there, all right? Haney by decision. Haney by decision. If Garcia don't try to bully him but can run into a punch. Yep, I agree. I think Haney by decision. Can Tank Davis knock out Frank Martin? Can Tank Davis knock out Frank Martin? Can that happen in the fight? Yeah, I think he will stop Frank Martin. I don't know if it'll be a one-punch sleeper or if it'll be an accumulation, but yeah, I think he will stop Frank Martin for sure. We'll have to see, though, what happens. We'll have to see what happens. Tank is definitely going to KO Frank Martin. I think so, too. Who are the four best lightweights of this era? So far, the four horsemen. Tank, Haney, Shakur, and Tio. But we don't know because the era's not over. Tank will knock Frank in his sleep, even though Frank is very talented. Yeah, agreed. It's not a balanced fight. They're not on the same level. They're not on the same, yeah, I agree. It will be competitive for about 7 rounds, but he will eventually get knocked out. Yep. I don't know how competitive it'll be. I think Frank's going to be tentative, and I think he's going to try but not be able to reach Tank, and Tank's going to just keep waiting, downloading, and waiting for his time to strike like a cobra. And that'll be that. We got no fights this weekend, right? I think there was a Pro Box card last night. You guys were telling me, but I didn't watch it. I'm gonna go on the Boxing Boys tomorrow. They'll probably talk about that card, make fun of me for not knowing anything about it, which is fine. Like I'm a hardcore fan and former fighter myself, but I'm kind of a snob, I guess. Like I don't really pay attention. It doesn't hit my radar unless you're mid-level. Mid to upper level doesn't even hit my radar. So I don't know a lot of the up and coming guys with a mid-level. I only know middle upper or upper middle level. I know. You know what I'm saying? There's one Saturday. Yeah, but who? Pro Box is a gem. You think so? I don't really watch that much. You should though. Just none of the fights really interest me as much. So I don't watch that much. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. The Mexican G. Let me wrench you up too. I don't know why I didn't wrench you up yet. Anybody who wants to be wrenched, who I forgot, who's been a regular, it's nothing personal. I just started wrenching. So just say something. Pro Box is a gem. Zepeda, Maxi Hughes. Okay. I know who Zepeda is. I don't know who Maxi Hughes is. Kid Austin. I like him. But again, see, I like him, but I don't always watch his fights live because he's in the building stage, so he's gonna fight guys that he's gonna beat and he's supposed to beat, and that are probably not gonna be competitive. So I like watching his highlights. Tuesday night fight vibes. Oh man. That's what Pro Box is? Platt, are you in your 40s? Because I am, and that's that era. If you know about Tuesday night fights, you must be in your 40s, maybe even 50s, depending. Yeah, Tuesday night fights. Those you man, USA would. Yeah, you are. I figured Tuesday night fights was so dope, and it just goes to show you that you don't need big names. You don't need people promoting social media, big name fighters, lots of money. You just need great matchmaking. And the fans built it up, and the fans would see two good no names fight. There'd be a great fight, and then they would want to see it again. The fans of the show, kind of like you guys, you come watch me. Hopefully, you guys like what I do, so you come back to see more. Same thing with the fights, and they would come back and see more. So the matchmaking had to be good. Now, granted, I think they didn't pay those people well, so that was the bad part of that. But the point is, we could have weekly fights by a company as long as they did good matchmaking. They just have to invest money in matchmakers. You know what I'm saying? Walsh versus Yelis Sivan. I have no idea who those two people are. Alexi, no clue. Dante, my man. Say what up to my man Dante Nero right here. He is a stand-up comedian. He has a podcast. He gives relationship advice. It's insightful, but it's also funny. He's been around a long time. Subscribe to my man Dante. Check him out. Good dude, fellow New Yorker like myself. Known him a long time. Good dude. What up, Dante? What's poppin'? Who's Hassam Rahman Jr. fighting? I don't think they announced it yet. I don't think they announced who he's fighting. It's on that. I'm actually trying to commentate for that. It's not Pro Box. What the hell's it called? I forgot what it's called. The company. But it's dope. Me either. Just saw what was coming up. I really don't pay attention unless somebody is known. That's what I'm saying. And I don't really like watching a lot of the newer guys because, like I said, the competition is going to be subpar. They're going to look spectacular, most likely, but all you really need to see is the highlights. I only watch when it's like a evenly matched, both people at the same level of experience fight, and it's usually later experience. I mean, they don't do that anymore. They don't match people. Like when I fought, me and my first pro fight, we were both 0-0. We're both having our pro debuts, both of us. That's how they did it. But I was on one of those cards. I fought on this network in New York City called Metro TV. It's no longer. Those of you from NYC older will know what I'm talking about. And they were putting on shows like that. All of us were just like coming up, but the matching was good. Like they knew me. They knew I had a big crowd. So I'm from New York. I brought a lot of people to watch me. I had fast hands. I hit hard. Ended up dropping the dude. So they would just match well. And that's what's missing. Me either. Just saw what was coming up. I really don't pay attention. All right, I already read that one. right? And everyone wants to set the same bars as Mayweather. Yeah, Mayweather hurt the sport. Marco had that dog in him. Word up. Bing, 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 bing. Pew, 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 pew. I'm just doing my own sound machine. Appreciate you, MMA. Stop. How many push-ups should a boxer do every day? I never did push-ups. I got my shoulder workout from doing the speed bag. People don't realize the speed bag is mostly for getting a rhythm, hand-eye coordination. It's for that, but it's mostly for getting you in the habit and strengthening your shoulders and arms of keeping your hands up. Because when you're fighting, you're always up here. But you're up here, this is even harder. So that's what the speed bag does. It really gets your muscles conditioned to keep your hands up. And of course, secondary is rhythm and timing. So I would rather do the speed bag than do push-ups. That's just me. Who should Carmel fight? Man, I want to see Carmel fight Shushu. Shushu's my man, but I mean, I got both their numbers. I talked to both of them a little bit. Carmel, I'm trying to get him on my show, but he's hard to nail down. But him and Shushu, Carmel's not ready yet. Shushu's a little past him, but that would be a dope fight. But those two guys aren't going to fight each other. Those are the kind of prospects that they're going to take care of and design the career perfectly to where they build themselves up with the proper talent and the proper matchmaking. They wouldn't throw them in front of each other because they're both too skilled and it's too early in both their careers to fight the other one. And Shushu at this point is just way more experienced than Carmel. So it'd be a bad move on Carmel's management. Carmel versus Bruce Carrington. Yep, just said that. One day, Carmel only had 2 and 4. What does that mean? What do you mean? Timing is key. Word life. Timing is key. Timing is the biggest key. Big fat key lock. Yup. You got that right. Got that right. Timing is mad key. Yeah, timing, also setting traps. Big one. Crawford, one of the biggest reasons that he won so easily was he set traps. I mean, he baited the F out of Spence and had Spence reacting and having Spence react and end up right where Crawford wanted him to be. And did you guys see I dropped 2 videos today. One was a Ryan and Rolly sparring breakdown, and the other one was a short, Pernell Whitaker short. Did you guys peep that? Tell me in the comments if you did, please. Curious. Some of those videos get mad views, so I don't know who here seen them, who hasn't, but like mad views, a lot of them. L. Harvey. Carmel got to get at least 10 fights deep before he sees real competition. If Floyd allows it. Right, I forget Floyd is chaperoning his career. Yeah. Probably. You're probably right. I saw a Pernell video. Cool. Hopefully you liked it. I would like to see Matias. We would like to see Matias against any of the 4 horsemen because Matias is like that boogeyman kind of dude. I'm not sure how he would do. He has all the tools to beat all of them. I wouldn't be shocked, but I would still lean towards the other guys beating him. But I don't know yet. I got to see more of him. I was rooting for Spence. I was disappointed. I was rooting for neither. I guess I liked Spence's personality a little more, but as fighters and as like a media guy, I didn't root for either. I thought Crawford was going to win though. Not that dominantly, but I thought he was going to win. Pernell's one of my faves because he's from the DMV. Where are you from? Stop. From DMV as well? I just learned, literally, maybe a couple years ago, that the DMV, I never heard it called the DMV. I don't even know what that stands for, besides driving motor vehicles. I just heard it. DMV. Something, Virginia, something, I don't know. But I just heard that. It's its own, like, thing. Maryland. Right. Yeah, Hassim. Hassim's from Baltimore. Bmore. You're not from Bmore? Jordan Salas. What's up, my man? Matias has the power and the chin. I don't think he has the technique to beat a guy like Haney. Right. Not the technique, but if he just chops, that's what he does. He's a chopper. He's a lumber. He works in lumber. So could he chop Haney down? If he has the punch resistance, then he does. Then maybe he could. I'd have to go with Haney right now, but maybe he could. DC, Maryland, Virginia, DMV. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland. Yep. They just told me. Thank you. I don't know what you got. What state is Silver Springs? Oh, right, Maryland. Was that near Baltimore? Like I don't know anything about Maryland. Um, but Haney will be there to get shot down. I doubt it. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. But eventually, some fighters like Beterbiev, like Benavidez, they find you. Even the best movers, even the most disciplined defensive uh, footwork boxers like Shakur, some fighters have it in them to find you. So is Matias that guy that can find him? That's the question. But yes, Crawford knew exactly what he was going to do even before he was going in the ring and found Spence. Yeah. That was a one-sided whipping. Never thought Errol versus Crawford would be so one. Nobody did. If anybody bet, they probably made a lot of money. I thought that fight was gonna. I remember saying the one thing I predicted because I couldn't predict who was gonna win was that there won't be a stoppage. That was the one thing I predicted, and I was wrong. Usually I'm pretty on point, but not with that one. What's up, Nasir? What's poppin'? What's up? Alhamdulillah. If you're Muslim, I assume with the name Nasir you are. Isaiah, what's up? I wanted Spence to win because of the LI connection. All right. Isaiah, where are you from? I want to get this out here. People thinking that Spence is from New York irks me. And I'll tell you why. I'm from New York City. Obviously, you guys know that. I went to school. I fought in the boxing team in college in Arizona. I've been all over, right? And I hate when I'm somewhere else and I meet a New Yorker, right? I think I meet a New Yorker and I could bond with them because all the other people are so different. You want to talk to somebody you're on the same page as, you have more in common with. And like, yeah, I'm from New York. Then we start talking. I'm like, oh, so where'd you go to high school? They're like, Nebraska. I'm like, what? Like, well, I was born in New York, but we moved when I was 3. That's not being from New York. You cannot slide out of your mom's vagina and then move and say you're from New York. If you slide out in New York, you're from where you grew up most of your life. Certain dudes like Marvin Hagler, he left Newark at like 16. Then he went to Boston area. Well, okay. So he could kind of claim Newark, but not somebody who's Errol Spence. Have you heard Errol Spence talk? That dude has the thickest Southern Texas accent I've ever heard. There's no way he's from New York. You know what I'm saying? He grew up in the Texas culture. He's from Texas. Now, nothing against you, Isaiah. I'm not saying you think all this. It's just a sidebar. Errol fans thought he was going to destroy Bud. Yeah, I know. Is Shakur Stevenson coming back? Yeah, I think so. Hempstead. Oh, snap. I went to Hofstra for like 2.5 years. I used to box over at the PAL in Westbury. You know what I'm talking about? There was a Westbury PAL where they had boxing gym. And when I was in college in the late 90s, that's where I fought at that gym as an amateur. One of the gyms I fought out of. Aslam alaikum, my great brother. I know a little Yemenis speak, but I don't think like shukran, kekhalak, merhabatain. I think though, if you're just Muslim and you're not from Yemen, you might not know what the hell I just said. Spence was born in New York but grew up in Texas. Yup, he sure did. Jersey versus New York. What do you like better? I'm from Jersey. Of course, I like New York better, but I like Jersey, man. New Yorkers were front. We call Jersey, Westchester, Rockland. We call those bridge and tunnel because you got to go on a bridge or a tunnel to get to Manhattan, where we're from, New York City. So we call you bridge and tunnelers, and we used to like shit on the bridge and tunnelers, like oh they're from the country, blah blah blah. But as I get older and I've traveled to Jersey, to Rockland, my wife's from Westchester. I like it. Matter of fact, I might move. I might move to Connecticut, man. I think I'm done with all this city stuff. Light skin, what's poppin'? I'm gonna wrench you up too. Why? Because I like you. Pause. Not like that. I'm trying to wrench people up who I see here a lot. Jordan, what up? I want Shakur to run it back with Edwin. Yeah, that should happen. And who wins? I think Shakur. I think Shakur did really hurt his hand. Because although Shakur, we've seen him be lackluster, he's never been that, like, dreadfully boring before. Pitbull going to kill Rolly. I don't know about kill, but I think he's going to get a victory where it's not even questionable. I think it'll be close, but not contentious into who won. Like, Pitbull won, but it was solid fight. That's what I think is going to happen. New Jersey, 2 hours away from me. Baltimore? I mean, not Baltimore. Maryland's 2 hours from Jersey? Probably like the very bottom of Jersey, right? What's up, Vaughn? I think Rolly's going to win against Pitbull. Alexi, you're wiling out. Wiling out. You're not a female, are you? I don't care if you are, but the name Alexi? Or you just Alex, that's how you go by. You're Alexander or whatever. Nah, you're wiling out. Either way, male or female, you're wiling out. I don't think Rolly could beat Pitbull. Okay, he could, but I don't think he will. I'm going to do that 160-40. So it's close, but I'm going to go with because I think Rolly's way better than people give him credit for. Dude can punch. He's mad awkward, and he's strong. I want to go to New York just to try some pizza. Where are you from, Mexican? Again? Cali? Something West Coast, right? Rolly might be a great boxer, but he does got power and somewhat footwork. Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said. On point. Camden is a fucking. See, I got some cursing. That's when I think of Camden. I got to curse. Camden is rough. That's one of the roughest areas in all of the United States. Definitely in all of Jersey. He has no defense though. No, he doesn't. But Milwaukee. All right. One of my closest friends. Well, not closest. One of the people I know is from Germantown. Ex-trainer's from Germantown. What's up, Trill? You know what? I'm gonna wrench you up too. Because you've been coming in here a lot. I haven't wrenched you. Well, that's mad pause worthy. I'm gonna wrench you. You guys know what I'm saying. Rolly's entertaining. Yeah, he is. I'm from Cali. Yep, figured. What's up, Mr. Lightning? Got my son as your color eyes in that not yours, but in that meme. No, I'm a gay guy Puerto Rican. Okay, Boricua. What's up? Grew up around all my neighborhood was mad Puerto Ricans. Hell's Kitchen in the 80s and 90s was like predominant Puerto Rican and black. I think Rolly can beat Pitbull. He just has to work his ring IQ. Rolly gets frustrated and distracted. I don't think he has the discipline to get over the humps. I agree with that. I think he has discipline, but he does get frustrated and distracted. What's up, Alfonso? Great guess on the boxing voice. I'll be supporting your channel, big dog. Appreciate you. Please hit that like button, guys. And see, I keep forgetting to say it. I want to try and get 50 likes. 50. We have not yet to get 50, at least not since I've rebooted my lives. Please hit the likes. Please. I actually think Rolly might win, but I'm rooting for Pitbull. Okay. He might. I mean, it's boxing. Milwaukee in the hizzle. I'm currently watching Roy Jones with Anthony Pettis. Oh, man. I thought Roy won that fight, even though he shouldn't have taken it. That was Roy's, for all you who don't know, that's Roy's last sanctioned pro fight, and he was 54, I think. And they gave the other guy a decision. Live in Patterson. All right. I know Patterson. Michael D.H. What up? Everyone hit the thumbs up. What are your thoughts on Israel Madridov, who fights light middleweight? Dude's a beast. This is when my whatchamacallit comes out. I don't fully remember. I'm gonna wrench you up, Michael. I don't fully remember who that is. Give me a little more context on who he is. Who did he fight? Because I know the name. I just can't picture who he fought. We reached 50? We did? Oh. Okay. Well, good. So let's try and go for 100. What's up, Jeff? My man, Jeff. You were in Drew's this morning, right? In Drew's, when I jumped in Drew's live stream? Guys, we're going to do the MB Trivia Championships. We got the reigning and defending world champion in the house, Stop Motion MMA here, to defend his title in a boxing trivia. 3 questions. 10 seconds to answer each question. Whoever puts it in gets the right answer first in the chat gets the point. You get 3 points. You're champion. That'll come in about 20, 30 minutes or so. Shout out from Yuma. I lived in Tucson, Arizona. I was on the boxing team of the University of Arizona, so I know AZ well. Lived there for almost 3 years. Tyson Fury, he beat Usyk and Anthony Joshua. Is that Fury's last fight? Yeah? No, I think Fury's going to go longer. I do. I think he might go longer than he should because I think it's like a drug for him, boxing. He seems like it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like his crack. Like, you know, Chris Colbert retired. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Did he? He's like 23. I believe it because he seems a little erratic, but do you think he's going to stay retired? Yes. Yes, what? Oh, like, subscribe. Yeah. Like, subscribe, please. Bam, 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 bam. He said it in IG. So did Shakur, right? And what happened with that? I don't believe it. I think Fury's going to 40. He might. And he might be successful. Fury's a big dude. I say this all the time. He's a cheat code in boxing because of his natural physical genetic advantages. He's so hard to beat. Uh, maybe 50. Never know. Magranov just KO'd Makhmed Kabranov. Yes. Okay. That was the dude who they're saying is Triple G, right? Like a young Triple G. Right. He could fight. Smart fighter, makes adjustments. Pressure fighter, hard puncher. Yeah, I like him. He'd be fun to see against Bud or Virgil Ortiz or any of those guys. Chris Colbert, I don't know. I got Haney and Tank both winning easily and convincingly. Agreed, Mr. Lightning. Who do you give Fighter of the Year to last year? I gave it to Tank. Benavidez or Tank? I would say Benavidez or Tank. Or you could even make an argument for Usyk. What he was doing, man, beating all these bigger dudes. You could make an argument for him too. I got better Biev Trill by stoppage because he's done that 100% of the time. He stopped everybody's face. So that is as safe of a bet as you can get. I got better Biev by stoppage. I think Bivol's a little overrated because he beat Canelo and people jumped on his jockstrap. Next, Triple G 154 champ, fellow Muslim brother, but Oscar will keep him away from Virgil. Maybe not. Virgil has a belt. Then nope. Brian messed up for calling Haney the devil. Why? What's so bad about saying he's a devil? I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just curious. Why is that such a mess up to call somebody the devil? Talk to me. Talk to me. Devils? I don't know. I've heard worse things called, right? Kovalev or Adonis Stevenson. Oh, man. That was a fight that should have happened. Poor Adonis, man. He's lucky to be alive. At the time, I don't know. Kovalev broke everybody down, but Adonis always ended up landing that straight left. I'd have to go with Kovalev because he seemed to have more tools. Adonis just had a straight left. So I'd have to go with Kovalev at the time. Although it's hard to say because both those guys end up looking bad. So if any of them came in against each other looking like they looked later, like if the one who fought Ward came in, Kovalev who fought Ward came in, Adonis would beat him. But if the Adonis who fought the last couple dudes they lost to came in, Kovalev would beat him. So hard to tell. Great question though. This is why this dude is the trivia champion right here. Been a minute since he fought. Yep. Haney a Muslim, and he probably is not going to take that lightly. Oh yeah, that makes sense. His last fight was a mess. Yep. Devin beat Loma and Regis last year. Yeah, Devin might be the one. Fury tends to use his weight advantage against his opponents very well, which was always make it difficult. Yeah, that's why he had a tough time with Ngannou because Ngannou they were almost the same weight, and Ngannou was stronger. But look, Joshua was saying, remember, I thought Joshua would be as strong as Ngannou. And Joshua said, he's like, I thought he would throw me around in the clinches, but he wasn't as strong as I thought. So maybe Joshua is just that strong. He just needs to Joshua only loses when he tries to box. Well, actually, no. He also got clipped by Andy Ruiz. That was one punch. And maybe Joshua was too muscular then. I feel like his cardio wasn't good. That light heavyweight era with Ward, Kovalev, Stevenson was good. Yeah, but Roy Jones's light heavyweight era was the most hot molten lava fire ever. Ryan saying he might bite Haney's ears. Yeah, I saw that. That's a joke. That has to be a joke. And yeah, he might be on drugs. Definitely weed. He might be on drugs. He's definitely. I wish I could interview him, man. God, I wish I could interview him. He recorded himself accusing random strangers of supporting pet. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, I know. I've seen it all. I'm coming for the championship. Oh, you hear that? Stop motion. My moon is coming. I got some good questions too. I got a whole bunch. I got them all locked and loaded. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun. We got another maybe 20 minutes and we're gonna do it. Michael DH wrenched up now. I'm not gonna lie. I really believe Ryan is going through some serious mental substance abuses currently. Someone needs to help sit this brother down and give him. I know, but not somebody. He has to commit to a professional. And that anybody who's been in therapy, knows about psychotherapy. It takes time. He's not going to sit down with somebody. And I'm not saying you're saying this, Michael, but you're not going to sit down with somebody in just a couple sessions, be like, good to go. Like it took years for that mind to be effed like that. So it's going to take years to uneff it. And you're losing easy. Oh, snap. We got crap talking here. I don't know. Stop motion's pretty tight, my moon. I don't know if you can mess with him. I don't know if you can mess with him. Mamoon, what's your ethnicity? Is it I can't tell. Middle Eastern or what are you? Just out of curiosity. The name sounds Middle Eastern. I can't see what you look like though. If that's even your real name. Or anyway, if Usyk wants to win against Fury, he's gonna stay mobile the entire fight, which is easier than yeah. That's his only chance. That's his only chance. And can he do that? I don't think he could reach Fury. But if you look at it this way, he reached Joshua no problem, and Joshua was only 3 inches shorter. So I know you're black. I was talking about Mamoon. I mean, I don't know you're black, but I shouldn't say I know. I don't know anything. Um, but I was asking what Mamoon's ethnicity is. Bruce, what's up? Bruce could throw his hat in now to try and get his title back. Bruce was the initial first ever MB trivia champion, Marco boxing trivia champion. Bangladesh. Acha. That's all I got though. That's all I got. That's dope. Are you from off the boat or you grew up in America? My mom's off the boat from Bulgaria. So my parents are immigrants. Oh, snap, Bruce is here. I might lose my belt. You might. That's if he stays around, though. Yesterday, I don't think he was involved. I think he had left when we did the the championship rounds. Mr. Lightning, everybody big up in Bruce. The Martin, what's up? Do you think Ryan was always this screwed up or did all his undeserved financial success and fame went to his head? I don't ever believe. I believe that who we are is always who we are. Some things might help bring it out a little more. That's why, this has been my experience. When people get drunk and they act a certain way that they don't act when they're sober, and people try and play it off like, oh, it's just when he's drunk, it's the alcohol talking. That's not who he really is. Alcohol pulls down inhibitions. So it brings out who you really are and what's really inside of you. And it might bring it out in ways that you normally wouldn't, but you wouldn't express it, but it's there. So no, I don't think the fame got to his head. I think it's if you look at the last clip of Ryan hitting the hand pads and his dad's holding it, he looks so angry at his dad. He was looked frustrated, look annoyed. You could just see there's clearly dad issues. Like I bet you he's had an effed up upbringing, like most of us did. I grew up in America. I was born here. Dad came from Bangladesh. Cool. I like Bengali people are dope. What is your thoughts on Joe Galzaki? You think he was overrated? Kind of. Which is, I don't know why I say that. He had no power. He had amazing punch output and angles, but he had no power. And he got all gas from beating 147-year-old Roy Jones and a 3,000-year-old Bernard Hopkins. And he got all like, oh, I beat the legends. If Roy would have fought him 10 years earlier, Roy would have mopped the floor with his Welsh behind. So I think he was a little overrated. He was the best for his generation best in his generation in terms of younger, not Roy and Bernard, because they shouldn't have been fighting in that generation anymore. He was one of the best in his generation, but overrated, I think. Yes, a little bit. I'm undefeated. I can't lose the belt. Huh? Well, you didn't defend it, so you got stripped. So you are undefeated. That's true. You got stripped. There's a difference. Bruce, the lineal champ. He is the lineal. So stop. You got to come at Bruce. You got to take that lineal belt. But see, I can't do it that way, because if he never came back in the room again, then I can't just have the belt sitting with him forever. So we don't recognize lineal champions. I'm a paper champ. Who's the best middleweight of this era? Could be Triple G or Canelo. We'll have to see how, if you look at it, Triple G didn't lose until, well, because Canelo lost a couple times now in his prime. Triple G only lost one fight to Canelo in his prime, and you could argue it wasn't even in his prime then. So it has to be Triple G. Ryan's in a peculiar position. Getting him help right now could rock the boat and mess up the cash cow, I think. I don't know. Just because you get help doesn't mean you'll have to pull out of a fight. Matter of fact, it might help you fight better. And I'll say one thing, man. Boxing does wonders for mental health. It's only temporary, because if you're not doing therapy with it, it's just, you get those endorphins, you feel good. Once that wears off, you're back to your issues. But it's a great distractor. It's like a drug. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's a healthy way to just distract and numb yourself, but it comes back. Because once those endorphins, anybody who hears box, that when you don't, there's almost no better feeling than after you do a hard workout. Kozaki had 32 KOs in 46 fights. Did he? That's actually better than I thought. He was the same age as Roy and B-Hop when they fought. Yeah? Well, I will say this. Certain fighters peak younger, certain fighters peak older. Most fighters don't peak younger. Roy, at 34 is when he started going downhill at 34. Roy had a lot of mileage. He started boxing at the age of 10. He was 15 years dominating. So Roy was an old 34. Roy was still in that era when people retired in their 30s, in their early 30s, 30, 31. That was retirement talk. Because don't forget, Roy turned pro in the 80s. So Calzaghe might have been able to peak later. I don't know. All I know is that there was a difference between Roy, between when he fought Calzaghe and 10 years earlier. Whereas with Calzaghe, Calzaghe was actually better when he fought Roy than he was 10 years earlier. So that's why it's a difference to me. You got to do it by each individual fighter when you talk about age. Calzaghe couldn't beat Tony. I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know. They never fought, unfortunately. 3,000-year-old Bernard Hopkins. Marco, we need to get a game of chess in. I saw the other day Ness couldn't hit. Nah, I whooped Ness's jersey behind. I personally yeah, well, that didn't, what he was saying, he was just, you could see it. Those are excuses. Like, you can't, you're telling me that I let you think longer, that's some kind of a disadvantage? No, thinking longer is better. But whatever. He was a decent player. He was actually a good player too. I'll give him that. He wasn't garbage. I didn't wipe the floor with him, but I beat him. And I beat him convincingly, but not like, wasn't like it was like a decision. Like a unanimous decision, I'd say. Or maybe unanimous decision. I beat him. But not like a knockout or a TKO. Too many belts. Yep. Ryan kind of reminds me of Victor Ortiz. Kind of. Victor Ortiz, that punk-ish that he did when he headbutted Floyd to get out of the fight. He's a jerk-off, too. I knew one of my boys is from Kansas City, where he's from, and met him. And I was like, yo, we're from Kansas City. And he just blew him off. Combat Sports, what's up? Bernard became unified light heavyweight champion and beat Pascal after losing to Calzaghe. Well, that was a close fight too, right? Combat with Calzaghe and Bernard was close. Alcoholism is very difficult to overcome, especially at a young age. I'm not saying Garcia is alcoholic, but yeah, for sure. I think Canelo achieved more than Canelo. I think you typo. Morel versus Andrade. I got Morel. I think Andrade's nearing the end of his career. But maybe not. Andrade's really talented, but he's nearing the end and Morel's in the beginning. So, but maybe Andrade has enough left to beat him. I don't know. I mean, they're not going to fight, I don't think. I think Ryan might be on something worse than alcohol, possibly. You going to stream YouTube or Instagram tomorrow? I'm doing Instagram. I'm going to stay off of. I don't get any money. Not, I'm not. I don't just do this for money, by the way. I don't make much money just yet, but I don't get any support on anything but YouTube. Like Instagram, you can't. eh, I don't like Instagram for that reason. I get so many views. So I get millions of views, guys. And those you follow my IG, my posts get millions. Each post gets millions, not cumulatively. And I don't see a penny from that from Instagram. So why the hell would I stream there? I know you didn't know that, but I'm just answering. Canelo achieved more than Triple G? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think he did. I think you're right. Not saying Kazaki's the GOAT conversation, but when people talk Ward and Floyd being great because they retired undefeated. Yeah, well, what about you guys know who Ricardo Lopez is? Here's another one. Smack the like. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to say that. Please hit the like button, guys. What are we at? I want to pop 50 again. What are we at? I can't see. Actually, I can see it. Hold on. Let me look what likes we're at. 20. No good. No good. No good. No good. Please get higher. Please, please, please. The more I look at Ryan, the more I see this is a work to sell the fight. It's possible. It's possible. Bruce. Joe. Got my guys big upping each other. Yep. That's right. Martin. Finito. Why Ryan Garcia? Why would he take drugs? I don't know. He has issues. Why does anybody take drugs? Are you going to the Devin Ryan fight? Yes, I most likely am. Well, actually, I might not. The prices are off the hook. Like for a decent seat, you can't get a decent. When I mean decent, I don't even mean ranked floor. You can't nothing under 1,400. I applied for press credentials, and if I get those, cool, I'll go. But there's no way on God's green earth, just out of principle, I'm spending $1,400. Nah, I'm not doing that. I might have an after party at my spot though there. About 10 minutes, we're gonna do the trivia. We're gonna go head to head. Head to head. It's gonna be dope. We got two former two champions, and one number one contender in Mamoon. Ricardo Lopez was in the lower weight class. He fought at 108 pounds. I think that's the reason he's not popular. Yeah, but here's the thing with that. Prince Nassim fought at featherweight, and he brought money and popularity. You just got, that he had that extra. He knocked everybody out. Finito knocked a lot of people out, actually, but not in the fashion Prince did. And still, smack talking. I'm real high tonight. Okay. Well, those seem like excuses. Stop. Built-in excuses. Do you think Joshua will be champion again? I don't think he could be Fury. So, or Usyk, really. So probably not. Unless one day retire. I mean, you never know. But no, I'd have to say no. Is Barclays tickets usually pretty high? Nah. I went and saw Deontay Wilder versus King Kong Ortiz, right? The one where I think it was the first one. Ringside was like $800, which is a lot, but not for ringside. I went and saw Ryan versus Rolly. Same thing, ringside. I think it was about the same thing, about 1,000, 800. These ringside seats for this are like 5 G's. That's 5 times the. Come on, is it inflation? I don't know what it is. These streams every night lit. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm trying to build them. All bull aside, I don't think Ryan is even training. Now, he's training. You see the footage. He's definitely training. Unless he comes in and goes, all right, record this, and leaves. Nosebleed seats 300. Yeah, exactly. Isaiah, where are you from? Long Island, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not nosebleeding that. I should go because I know a lot of people there, a lot of fighters, a lot of industry. So I thought about it, but like I'm not going to enjoy watching the fight. I'm at the age now where I'm just too old to be going and sitting in nosebleed seats and staring at the what's it called? The thing up top. It's escaping my mind right now. The display, whatever it's called. The big screen, whatever it's called. AJ gonna become champ because IBF belt gonna get vacated after the first Usyk Fury fight. Is it? Big shout to my man Mati Yoel showing love. Showing the love. I appreciate you. Dropping that 5 spot. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Please hit the like button, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Matter of fact, you know, I'm gonna have a new theory. I'm gonna wrench up people who hit me with super chats. You automatically get wrenched up. Bam! You're wrenched. Appreciate you, Mati. Ryan looks so mad at his dad today. Yup, that wasn't today, but yup, that's what I'm saying. He has issues. There's issues there. Fury didn't look great in his last one, and Usyk went down from the belt line. Yeah, they both didn't look good. Exactly. We'll see. Jumbotron, thank you. Jumbotron. Yeah, I said 5K. For something. It was like 4,700 something for ringside. You can go right now. Go on ticketweb.com. Insane. I'm like, nope. And every other fight I've been to at the Barclays was, like I said, no, not more than 1,000 for like floor seats. Maybe not. I don't mean ringside right there, but like floor seats, like close enough, 4 or 5 rows away from the ring. Do you hear Inoue versus Neri is going to be the Tokyo Dome? No, but that depresses me, man. Thinking of the Tokyo Dome, and when Jane Buster Douglas lost, I had tears in my eyes that night. I cried in my bed. I was only 12, born 89. It was 89. I'm born 76, but late in 76, November 76. So I was at the time that fight happened. I was 12, so that's why I cried. If I would have gone through puberty, because you know my nuts didn't drop yet, so I probably wouldn't have cried if I was like an adult. Fury vs. Usyk for undisputed. Yeah, it is first undisputed champion ever in the 4 belt era. If we get a winner, don't forget we might not get a winner. Could be a draw. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the best seat for a boxing event? On the floor. On the floor. 90? 90 what? You are high. You just randomly. He has Tourette's. Like, cheesecake. What do you mean 90? That's going to be an empty stadium. Yep. My man Trill. Big up to my man Trill. Thank you so much. Big shout to my man Trill dropping that 5 spot on me. Thank you, sir. Tyson Douglas 1990. Yeah. Right, it was 90. So I was 13. Oh my God. So I was starting to go through puberty. That's depressing. I just played myself. I was crying at 13. It wasn't like snot, like it was just like tear. Because you know, when you came from the hood, when you come from the hood in general, right? I think you relate to Tyson back then, but especially from New York, like where I'm from New York City. He was like, you know, I grew up in a crappy tenement. Those of you from New York City know what tenements are. Tenements are just the rundown. They got the fire escapes, you know, rats, roaches, crackheads, all that stuff, gunshots. So when you come from the hood, you looked at Tyson making it as almost like you can make it. Like, oh, if this guy who came from the same area, he grew up in a tenement like me, can make it, then I can make it. And I love boxing. Like I wanted to be a fighter. So when he loses, you almost feel like you're losing. So I think a lot of people from the hood, especially the hood, related to Tyson, were sad for Tyson losing back then. Talking about the no, I get it. Who you got? Bivol, Beterbiev. Beterbiev by stoppage. I know I've answered that a lot, but not to everybody. What kind of business do you run? I have a comedy club in Brooklyn. Vaughn, thank you very much, Vaughn. And wrench time. I'm going to wrench Vaughn up. Wrench time. Thank you. Appreciate you, Vaughn. We got a man. I'm assuming you're a male, Vaughn. I just know a girl named Siobhan. She goes by Vaughn. But my man Vaughn dropping me that 5 spot. Thank you. Is Ryan Garcia focused for Devin Haney fight? I don't know. That I don't know. What up, Larry? I don't know if he's focused. Just because he's wiling out outside of the ring does not mean that he's not in the gym. Because I said this before, the gym is a one place where mental issues, mental health, all that gets put in the back burner while you're exercising and for the whole day because of those endorphins being released. And so he might be training. We don't know. We don't know. Salute, salute, Larry. Salute, salute. Let's get like 50 likes. Yes, please. I want 50 likes for show. Was there anything good about growing up in the hood? Yeah. Well, yeah. Um, street. You got it. You got a street education that's priceless. You around a lot of different kinds of people. Like mixed cultures. Like I grew up around everything: Indian, Black, Spanish, European, Somalian, Australian, everything. I knew kids growing up mixed, half Asian, half Dominican, like everything. So you learn a lot. So that was dope. Who's your favorite comic? I don't really talk about comedy, but um, Bill Burr is one of mine. It's like my job, so I don't know. This is my passion. That's my job. But yeah, Bill Burr is one of mine for sure. Well, maybe Ryan just has issue compartmentalizing his emotions. That's a fact. I think people from the hood are typically more humble than people who grew up rich. Yeah, that's true. Gotta stay disciplined and in and out of the ring. There's always some looking to take your spot. True that. Mattiol. I don't get it. Why'd you put your name? I don't get it. I still don't get it. Oh, that's how you pronounce it? Mattiol? Oh, I said Mattiol. Is that what I said? Okay, my bad. Mattiol. What kind of name is that? Where are you from? It's an interesting name. It's cool. Mattiol. Gotcha. I massacred it. What time? We got in a couple minutes. We're gonna do the championship of the world, the MB Trivia World Championship. We got my man Stop Motion MMA, who will defend his belt. Big up to Teach. Hit the likes, please, 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 please. Let's see how many we're at now. We got my man defending his belt. We're at 30. Okay, well, could be worse. And we're gonna see if we got a few people on his butt. Pause. Trying to take that belt. I got some good questions lined up for y'all. Why didn't you stay pro boxer and build your career? I didn't have the drive in me for a prolonged, consistent amount of time. I would have drive and then it would go away and then it would come back, then it'd go away. And I noticed it always was mixed with my life. Like when my life was going well, I didn't really want to box. But when I was going through struggles, which was a lot of my life, I did want to box. That's why I always say you need fire, you need anger, you need to come from dysfunction to be a good fighter. I don't care what anybody says. Because boxing, punching another human being, that's not natural. That's not something we do. Your brain is wired for fight or flight. So you know what I'm saying? And you can't have and only in spurts. You get adrenaline, you get in spurts. Your brain is not the body has homeostasis. It's wired to be on a balance. So always being in a fight state is not normal and it's not good for your body and it's not normal. And it's hard to achieve. So that was a long answer, but that's why. This bout about to be easy work. Boxing ain't for everyone. That's a fact. That's a fact. It sucked that like I had the most physical talent in boxing. I love basketball. I just wasn't as physically. You know what I'm saying? It didn't come as easy to me. You would have been a threat if you stayed pro. Thank you. I was getting in people's butts and pause again. And in sparring and training and the fights I did have. So but boxing is 80 to 90% mental. Andre Ward's a great example of that. His skills were upper middle skills, right? Not like top tier, but upper middle. But his mental was top tier, generational talent mental, and it dragged him to be what he was. Marco can shoot hoops. Yeah, man, I can shoot. As white boys, we can shoot. Fun fact: my grandfather played pro basketball back when it was just all like whitely in the 20s. I mean, it was nothing. It was officially pro. He got paid for it, but it wasn't. It was before the NBA. So yeah, I can shoot. I can shoot. I can shoot. Yo, champ, you got any sparring footage? That's all I got for today's Stay Plus. Yeah, I do. It's on. You have to search through my YouTube, man. I got some sparring. I got amateur fight and pro fight footage. Not much because, again, I was fighting in the 90s, 80s, and 90s, mostly 90s, I should say, and early 2000s, and cameras and all, cell phone, video phones were not around. So you just had to bring that big thing and bring the battery in. So it was different. All right, guys, we're going to do the championship, the MB Trivia Championship. We're going to pop it off now. So I'll give everybody a second. Is everybody ready? Let's do it a second. Let's do it a second. Give you guys a second. Give you guys a second. We're going to pop it off now. We're going to pop it off. So stop asking questions for a second, please. Who's your favorite fighter to watch? That's not the whole. That's a good question. I'll get back to that after. Okay, you guys ready for the championship? We're going to do it. Everybody ready? All right. Write in the chat that you're ready, please. Let me go over which questions I want to ask. Okay. You guys ready? Talk to me. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. First question. Heavyweight champion Jack Dempsey. What was Jack Dempsey's real name? His first name given at birth on his birth certificate. What was Jack Dempsey's first name, his real name? Go. Jack Dempsey's real name, his first name. I don't know. That's wrong. Jack Dempsey's first name. Okay. All right. Well, it is William. And the first person to write William was Lane 99. Lane 99. Oh, wait, that's not Lane. Yeah, Lane 99. It was William. There it is, saying it first. Okay. So 1 point for Lane 99. William was correct. All right. Next question. You guys ready? Let me see if you're ready. What's up, pugilist? All right. You guys ready? Let me know if you're ready. So Lane is 1 point. 1 point for Lane. All right. Yeah, no chat GBT, guys. I want you guys to be honorable. Be honorable. All right. I trust you guys, though. Okay. Okay, here we go. Who is the second longest reigning heavyweight champion? Who held the belt? What heavyweight champion held the belt for the longest amount of time straight? Second, not the first, the second. So the second longest. Who held the heavyweight belt for the second longest amount of time? Go. Second longest amount of time. Who held the belt for the second longest? Boom. Got it. Casanova pugilist, got it. Joe Louis was 1, Lane. Joe Louis was 1. Okay, so we got Casanova 1 point. Okay. Okay. Joe Louis was 1, guys. He was the first. That's why I want to get a little Joe. Everybody knows Joe Louis, but people don't know Holmes was the second. Holmes was the second. All right. Here we go. Who was, you guys ready? Wait, Bruce got it? Was Bruce first? Hold on, let me see. You're right. Bruce was first. My bad. My bad. Sorry. Sorry. Bruce was first. Okay. This is why we got instant replay. All right, ready? Next one. Who was, you guys ready? Ready? All right. Who was the first ever Southpaw heavyweight champion of the world? First ever Southpaw to become a heavyweight champion. Go. First ever Southpaw to win the heavyweight championship of the world. Boom. Bruce got that one too. Bruce is just fast. Luis Ortiz. I don't think he ever became a champion. All right. Bruce got that one too. So, Bruce, you get one more, and the belt is yours. I don't even see stop. Yeah, stop. He's just a little faster. A little faster. All right, I'm going to step this up a little because I know Bruce knows boxing at my level. I'm going to step this up. I'm going to step this up. All right, you guys ready? All right, here we go. Here we go. This one's a little difficult. All right, ready? Here we go. Who is the only world champion to win every single one of his fights by knockout? The only world champion to win every single one of his fights by knockout. Go. The only man who's ever won a world title and won every fight by KO. Go. All right, you know what? Hold on. Stop. I just realized Beterbiev is one of them, but I didn't mean current fighters. I didn't mean current fighters. So let's do that again. Unless it is, by the way, it is Edwin Valero, but I didn't mean current fighters. So I should have specified that. So I didn't. So that doesn't count. All right. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Let's do another one. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Ready? Virgil Ortiz, I don't think won a championship, did he? I don't know. Yeah, I should have said. All right. Here we go. Besides Rocky Marciano, who is the only other heavyweight to have beaten every man he's faced? Besides Marciano, who's the only other heavyweight champion to have beaten every man that he's faced? Go. To have beaten everyone he's faced. Meaning not lost to somebody that he's faced. Or beaten everyone he's faced. Excuse me. Beaten everybody he's faced. Sorry. Beaten every man he's faced. Who's the only heavyweight champion to have beaten every man he's faced? Boom. Lane got that one. It is Lennox Lewis. It is Lennox Lewis. Lane definitely took that one first. Okay, so now, guys, we got a 2-2. Lane and Bruce tied. You other guys are good. You're just coming in a little too not quick enough. Not quick enough. Brian Nielsen, you trolling Mamoon? All right. Gene Tunney? No. Is he? All right, you know what? Let's go to let's look. Gene Tunney only lost once. Did he beat the man that he lost to? Because then if that's the case, then whoever put that in first gets it. Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. Gene Tunney lost to actually no. Harry Greb. And he did beat Greb. You're right. But Gene Tunney has a no against Greb. So you're right. So Gene Tunney does count. See, you just taught me something. All right, so now what do we do with that? Let's go back. Who put in Tunney? Stop motion put in Tunney first. Okay. So then Tunney is correct. Stop motion gets 1 point. Okay, so then I take away lanes, and now we put in stop. 1. Okay, so Bruce has 2, stop has 1, lane has 1. Right? That's where we're at? That's right. Stop was first. Okay. Here we go. Let's do another one. Okay, ready? Guys ready? How many times did Jake LaMotta and Sugar Ray Robinson fight each other? Go. How many fights did Jake LaMotta and Sugar Ray Robinson have against each other? Boom. Bruce got that off Jump Street. Yeah, nobody else got it. Lane got it, but Lane knows boxing. All right. Well, that's it. Bruce just got his title back. Bruce just got his title back, everybody. And he said he was high. So I guess smoking the sticky icky helps you perform better. But I will say all you other guys were coming in right behind him. Literally seconds. Seconds behind him. So let's give a big congratulations to the first man to ever recapture the MB Trivia Championship. Recaptured the championship 2-time. Bruce should be Bruce Gas. It should be Bruce Gas and Jazz 2-time heavyweight champion. He paid me. I wish. I wish. What's up, Jimmy? You just missed the trivia. Missed the trivia. But any closing comments you guys want to throw in? We'll talk about real quick, and then I got to bounce. I would have been the 36th guy to say 6. Yeah, I know. It was close. So what are we at? How many likes are we at? Let me see. 32. Okay, not a 50, but maybe we'll get there. I'm the realest champ there ever been. You want to eat? You want to eat his children? We got to run it back tomorrow. Yep. Killer. What's up, Trash Game? Killer Instinct really does help with combat sports. Yep. Mike Tyson is the face of boxing. Possibly. Next stream's tomorrow, my man. It's around the same time, around 10 p.m. Eastern. This is cool. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. I know. I'll watch replay. Dope. Stop motion, the lineal champ. Bruce is the paper champ. No, Bruce is the lineal. Bruce is the first one to win it. Stop won it yesterday. Cool stuff, bro. Thank you. Any streams? Yep, every day. I'm trying to do them. There's gonna be nights where I can't do it, obviously, but took a minute. It took me a minute to get the question. I'm not familiar with old school boxing. Oh, well, there you go. But I'm gonna throw in some more new school boxing. Because I went through a bunch of questions, so I got to throw in some more new school boxing. But all right, fellas, great stuff. Thank you again. Please hit the like if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.